So today I am going to discuss about ECG, normal ECG, no abnormal. Today only normal, okay. Unless you learn normal, you cannot understand what is abnormal, okay. Now you must know, before understanding ECG, a conduction system of heart, that you know, SA node, AV node, bundle of His. Very good, very good. And this is SA node generates impulse, then it is conducted to the AV node, from AV node to the bundle of His and to the Purkinje fibers, okay. That I am not repeating. Now the basic of ECG, you must know the paper first, the paper of ECG, how to read paper, okay. Here you see it is given, one line is called vertical and one is horizontal. This is a graph paper, okay. In graph paper, vertical line and horizontal line. Vertical line is to measure millivolts. So each small square, each big square has a 25 small square. Each big square has 25 small square. So each small square is equal to vertically 0.1 millivolt. Vertically if you go, it is 0.1 millivolt. Means one big square is equal to 0.5 millivolt and two big square is equal to 10 millivolt. Means 10 millimeter is equal to 1 millivolt. You got it? This is a normal standardization of the ECG. ECG शुरू होने से पहले, before the beginning of the ECG, there is a standardization, and that standardization should be, this is called as standardization. This is what you see is standardization, and this should be of 1 millivolt. If this is less than 1 millivolt, ECG will become abnormal even though the patient is normal. Or if it is more than 1 millivolt, then also the ECG will be abnormal even though the patient is normal. So first you must check what is standardization, whether it is normal or abnormal. Second point, if you go through this paper horizontally, so each small square is equal to, or each 1 millimeter is equal to 0.04 second. So 25 millimeter is equal to 1 second, or you can say one cardiac cycle lasts for 0.8 second. So 4 big column is equal to 0.8 second. 4 big, यहाँ पे it is shown here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but here up to this is 4. So if the RR interval is 0.8 second, then normal, cardiac cycle is normal. ECG paper moves with a speed of 25 millimeter per second. ECG paper, there are two calibration on ECG, 25 and 50. So you can put on 50 and you can put on 25. But usually, normally we take ECG by 25 millimeter per second speed. So there are waves in ECG. What are these waves? P wave, Q wave, R wave, S wave, T wave, U wave. There are 3 positive waves. P wave, those which goes above the isoelectric line. Those which differentiate between negative and positive wave is called as isoelectric line. This line is totally isoelectric line. Above, the waves above it is called as positive waves, and the waves below it is called as negative waves. Got it? So positive waves are P, Q, R, P, R and T, and negative waves are Q and S, okay. Now this I have told already. What we take ECG, this is called as 12 lead ECG. What is called 12 lead ECG? Because it consists of 6 limb leads and 6 chase leads. So 6 limb leads are divided into further 2 sets. One is called bipolar limb leads. Bipolar limb leads, lead 1, lead 2, lead 3, and unipolar or augmented unipolar limb leads. These are called VR or AVR, AVL, AVF or VR, VL, VF. These are the connection which are given here. This is theoretical part, so we will not consider today theoretical part. This is one thing. What is given here is lead 1 consists of right arm negative and left arm positive. Electrodes, lead is what? Lead is a pair of a electrode. One pair of a electrode is called as lead. So lead 1 consists of one right arm negative and left arm positive, or second lead is right arm negative, left leg positive. Third lead is connected with left arm negative, right, left leg positive. When we speak of AVR, means only positive is attached to the right arm and 2 are negative. R for right, so right arm, and L for left, so it is left arm positive, all are negative, and F for foot, so it is positive foot and others are negative. And V1 to V6, that is, here it is mentioned show position. I will show you position, their respective position, how to take ECG later on. Now what the lead suggest? Lead 1 and 2 and AVL suggest, see, these are the normal ECG leads. Lead 1, this lead 1, lead 2 and AVL suggest lateral part or lateral surface of the heart. This lead V5 and V6 also suggest lateral surface of the heart. If the lateral surface of the heart is affected, the changes you will find in lead 1, AVL, V5, V6. If lateral surface is affected, you will find changes in the lead 1, AVL, V5 and V6, left lateral part. Okay. If it is inferior, then you will get changes in, किधर गया? This is no. If it is inferior, then you will get changes in V2, AVF and bus V2 and AVF. If it is inferior, you will get V2 and AVF. अब ये कैसे याद रखने का? How to remember it? If it is right side, if it is left side, if it is inferior side. एक मैं आपको पिक्चर बताता हूँ, क्या हार्ट है, ओके। अब AVF का लीड हमने क्या बोला था, पॉजिटिव कहाँ पे जाता है, लेग, फुट पे। वेयर पॉजिटिव गोज यू शुड रिमेंबर। लीड 1 कहाँ पे जाता है, राइट आर्म, लेफ्ट आर्म, इट इंडिकेट्स लैटरल साइड, गॉट इट। लीड AVL कहाँ जाता है, लेफ्ट आर्म, लेफ्ट आर्म पॉजिटिव, पॉजिटिव कहाँ जाता है, लेफ्ट आर्म को, तो इट इंडिकेट्स लैटरल साइड। सो लीड 1, AVL एंड V5, V6 तो लैटरल साइड में जाता है, इधर लीड रहता है पोजीशन उसका, सो ये लैटरल साइड में आता है। सो नथिंग टू रिमेंबर, जस्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड। लीड 1 कहाँ पे अटैच है, बोथ लैटरल साइड। 2 कहाँ पे अटैच है, पॉजिटिव, 2 नहीं, कौन सा बोला, AVL लेफ्ट आर्म पॉजिटिव है, और V5, V6 लैटरल साइड में। तो 1 AVL, V5, V6 सजेस्ट व्हाट, lateral side. You got it? Lateral, or you can consider anterior also, but anterior actually V1 and V2, I'll tell you later. Next, मैंने कौन सा बोला था, inferior, lead 2, 3 and AVF is inferior. lead 2, 3 and AVF. अब 2 कहाँ से कहाँ जाता है? लेफ्ट आर्म टू लेफ्ट लेग पॉजिटिव है, ओके तो ये इंफीरियर सरफेस बताता है. लीड AVF कहाँ जाता है? फुट को पॉजिटिव जाता है तो भी इंफीरियर बताता है. एंड कौन सा है? लीड 2, 3 एंड AVF. 3 कहाँ पे जाएगा? राइट आर्म एंड लेफ्ट आर्म, लेफ्ट लेग भी पॉजिटिव है. यू आर गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? समझ रहे हो मैं क्या बोलना चाहता हूँ? कि द लीड विच गोज टूवर्ड्स पॉजिटिव साइड, यू शुड थिंक अबाउट इट. दोज लीड इंडिकेट्स दैट डैमेज. ओके, so 2, 3 and AVF, the positive side goes to the inferior surface of the heart because it is directed towards foot and hence it is inferior surface. Got it? Or right ventricle only AVR right ventricle, R right side, right arm को जाता है. So okay, V1 V2 indicates right ventricle. V1 V2 the leads are respective position here, so it indicates right side of the heart. V3 V4 indicates septum और V5 V6 indicates lateral side of the heart. अब V1 to V6 रहेगा. If it is V1 to V6 then it indicates anterior, total, trans anterior in fact, trans anterior. Okay, ये सब anterior बाजू आ गया ना तो इसको anterior कहें. You got it? The position of the leads and their understanding. Now normal values. Before normal values we will see this ECG and in this ECG we will see normal values. Normal value क्या रहता है? P wave. So normally P wave, ये chalk है. See, these are P, Q, R, S, T waves. Okay. Now you should see graph paper above and try to understand below. Okay, now P wave, normal P wave, the height of the P wave, how much it should be? It should be less than 2.5 millimeter above. अब ये कितना है देखो, ये P has started from this point, it goes up to this, just 1, height is only 1 millimeter. Normal P wave height should be less than, P wave should be less than 2.5 millimeter. It means P wave height is normal. Normal P wave duration should be less than 2.5 millimeter. Duration यहाँ से शुरू हो गई, ये बीच में से ये बीच तक, यानी from the center of this small square to the center of the second small square, and 2 small square. Okay, so 2 small square is equal to 2 millimeter. So what I said, it should be less than 2.5 millimeter. ये for your understanding, but in the sense of seconds you can say it should be less than 0.10 seconds. It should be less than 0.10 second. Each small square is equal to 0.04 second. Means each 2 small square is equal to 0.08 seconds, or each 2.5 small square is equal to 0.10 seconds. Okay, so normally for understanding 2.5 millimeter vertically and 2.5 millimeter horizontally, normal P wave. You got it? Now this is Q wave. Here it is not seen Q wave, but you can understand here. The normal Q wave should be less than 1/3 of the height of proceeding R wave. जो उसके बाद R wave आने वाली है उससे less than 1/3 होनी चाहिए. 1/3 and in some book it is mentioned 1/4. Let it be 1/3 or 1/4, but this duration is more important. The Q wave duration should be less than 0.04 second. How much it should be? 0.04 second. Means what? It should be less than 1 millimeter, less than 1 small square. Got it? it should be less than, this is Q wave, it should be less than 1 small square. Normally, why it is not shown here? Normally Q wave is absent, but it is normally seen in lead 2-3 AVF, you can see normally, but it should not cross its limit, means it should not be less than, should not be more than 0.04 second duration, and it should not be more than 1/4 of the height of R wave. Got it? Number third wave is R wave. The amplitude of a R wave differs according to, amplitude of the R wave differs according to the lead. According to the lead, amplitude of R wave differs. You can see here the amplitude of the R wave in lead 1. In lead 1, how much it is? 5 plus 2 plus 3 means total 10 millimeter. The amplitude of R wave in V1, it is just 1 millimeter. Okay, so this is actually a normal pattern. What normal pattern? After seeing multiple ECG, you can understand what is the normal R wave. But abnormal R wave means if the R wave in AVL especially more than 12, more than 11, then it is called as abnormal R wave. R wave in AVL, ये देखो यहाँ पे AVL, if it is more than 11, it is abnormal. If in AVF it is more than 20, it is abnormal. वो नहीं है. And if it is R wave in V1, if the R wave is in V1 is more than S wave, it is abnormal. अभी कैसा पैटर्न है? S is more than R wave. R wave small है, S big है. Okay, so if R wave is more than S wave, then it is abnormal. You got it? Next wave is, this is called as QRS complex. This is called QRS complex. QRS complex begins from the beginning of the Q wave to the end of the S wave. To the end of S wave. Normal QRS complex is less than or equal to 0.12 second. कितना होना चाहिए? 0.12 second means how much millimeter? 3 millimeter. It should be less than 3 millimeter, 0.12 second. Got it? Normal QRS complex should be less than 0.3 millimeter. If it is wide, it is abnormal. If it is short, it is abnormal. The point where the S wave ends, the point where the S wave end is called as J point. The point where the S wave end is called J point. Normally the J point is isoelectric. Isoelectric में बोला क्या? Isoelectric on the line. Normally J point is isoelectric. If it is depressed even by 1 millimeter, it is taken as abnormal. If it is depressed by 1 millimeter, it is taken as abnormal, J point. Okay. Next wave is T wave. The normal duration of the T wave is less than 0.27 second. 0.27 second duration. 0.04 into 7 करो. 0.28 तो 0.27 है. Less than 7 millimeter. Less than 7 millimeter. And height, normally the height should be less than 1/3 of the preceding R wave. R wave जो पहले आती है उससे 1/3 से कम होनी चाहिए टी वेव की हाइट. गॉट इट? नाउ देर आर टू सेगमेंट्स in ECG. There are two segments. One is PR segment, see here it is shown. One is PR segment. See, from the end of the P wave to the beginning of the Q wave is called PR segment. It indicates delay in the conduction of an impulse from atria to the ventricles. That is called PR interval. PR segment, actually PR interval नीचे दिया है देखो. PR interval is a delay in the conduction of an impulse from atria to the ventricle. So PR segment is between end of the P wave to the beginning of the Q wave, PR segment, and PR interval is from the beginning of the P wave to the beginning of the QRS complex is called PR interval. Got it? J point which I have shown already. Now ST segment, QRS complex, that is from the beginning of the Q wave to the end of the S wave. Here it is shown, see. And QT interval, that is from beginning of the Q wave to the end of the T wave. It is called QT interval. Normally QT interval is 0.40 seconds. Normally QT interval is 0.40 seconds. Or you can consider normal QT interval is less than, or sorry, half of the RR interval. Normal QT interval is half of the, this is RR interval. Normal RR interval is 0.8 second. Okay, one cardiac cycle. Normal RR interval 0.8 second. So normal QT interval is half of the RR interval. So 0.8 वो है तो ये कितना होगा? 0.4, 0.40 seconds. Got it? Now QRS complex हो गया, QRS interval, all these are okay. Now what points you should observe in ECG? क्या points हैं जो observe करने के रहते हैं? पहला तो rate. How to calculate rate? Rate is calculated by, बोलो, यहाँ पे दिया है ना, बोलना क्या जाता है? 1500 divided by RR interval. 15, अभी इसका RR interval निकालो. Now you calculate RR interval of these. See, this is RR interval, and a 2 big square is equal to 10 millimeter. So 1500 upon 10 is equal to 150. So the patient is suffering from tachycardia. Heart rate of a given ECG is 150. अब ये 1500 कहाँ से आया? 1500, 1500, ECG speed, paper speed is 25 millimeter per second. So per minute it will be 25 into 60. कितना होता है फिर? 1500. It comes to 1500. Okay. So rate is calculated by 1500 upon RR interval. Important intervals. I told already intervals, normal intervals कितने रहते हैं? Cardiac rhythm. Next point to observe is cardiac rhythm, whether it is regular or irregular. For that you should observe RR interval. The gap between two RR interval, if these are equal, then regular interval, regular rhythm. If they are unequal, then it is irregular. Okay, now you observe here, all are equal. This is normal. And second you must observe is P wave. You must observe is with each QRS complex whether there is a P wave. If there is absence of a P wave indicates arrhythmia. अगर P wave नहीं रहेगा तो arrhythmia. So there are multiple causes of absence of a P wave that we will discuss in abnormalities. Axis, ये बड़ा important topic है. Axis, how to calculate axis? Axis is the direction of the current. Sum total direction of a current is called as axis towards the positive side. So how to calculate axis? Very simple formula. Here it is mentioned, two leads. One is called lead 1. So you should plot two leads on a paper. Lead 1 horizontal, vertical because it goes to the foot. So it is vertical, and positive side towards the foot. So the direction is like this, towards positive side, and this direction is towards the positive side. Okay, it indicates that the positive side is these two. It means negative sides are above and to the left. Got it? Okay. Now this angle is negative, that is, this is minus 45. The angle which goes above is negative, and all this below is positive because this is negative and this is negative. So all the angles above the lead 1 is negative and all the angles below the lead 1 is positive. इतना समझा? Normal axis lies between 0 to 90. 0 to 90 means normal axis should be between this. This is normal. Here it is mentioned, see, this is normal. This, if a axis that comes between upper right, then it is left axis deviation. If it is left right, if it is upper left, then it is severe left axis deviation. It is said here intermediate, it is called severe left axis deviation, which occurs in the congenital heart diseases. Generally we don't find. And this is left lower, it is right axis deviation. So normal axis is 0 to 90 and all other are abnormal, either right axis deviation or left axis deviation. Now how to calculate whether it is right axis or left axis? These two leads are we have drawn. Now see, this is lead 1 and lead AVF. Lead 1 and lead AVF. You should plot sum total of lead 1 on the horizontal line, lead 1 line. You got it? You should plot sum total. What is sum total means? See, this is a lead 1 which is shown here. This is lead 1 which is shown here. Okay. Now you calculate the millimeters above. These are 4 and these 2. These 4 and these 2. So you write how much it is? Plus 4. कितना हो गया? Plus 4. Positive है ना? तो it is called plus 4. Now you calculate below the line. This is only 1. This is only 1. So you write minus 1. So the sum total of the QRS complex will be plus 4 minus 1 is equal to plus 3. Plus 3. Now you calculate in the AVF. Lead AVF. See what is there? Plus कितना है? प्लस 4 and 2 6 plus 6 plus 6 माइनस कुछ है? नो माइनस है 0 है, या -1 लिखो, कॉम्प्लिकेशन नहीं चाहिए. So it will become +5. It will become +5. Now you should plot these on the lead 1 and lead AVF. How? You make lines like this. If there is no graph paper, you make line like this. कितना लाइन बनाने का यहाँ पे? +3. So it will be on plus side, positive side. So 1, 2 and 3. And you should plot +5 on AVF, positive side of AVF towards the 4, this downward. So you should plot here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. You make this last line dark, and here last line dark, and the line which intersect you should join like this. So this will become an axis of a given ECG. This will become an axis of a given ECG. So given ECG axis will be, ये कितना अराउंड 50 आएगा. ये बीच में अगर लेंगे तो 45 आता है, तो ये 50 आएगा या 60 आएगा. यू गॉट इट? नाउ नेक्स्ट, see how it is given here. Now you should tell me okay, what will be the axis. This is 1, this is 2. How to plot? See, lead 1 has subtotal of the QRS complex. Tell me directly. 3 plus 2 is equal to +5 minus 1. +5 minus 1 is equal to +4. So you should plot +4 directly over here. And AVF, you see, +2 minus 5, +2 minus 5 is equal to -3. Then where should I plot? Up. -3 should be plotted up. 1, 2 and 3. Make this line dark, and the line which intersect, you join this. This will be a axis. So axis कितना आएगा? +30, around +30. No, sorry, -30, around -30. Got it? So this is how it means. It is a left axis deviation. That was normal. Now right axis deviation. It's not given. I'll tell you right axis deviation. किधर गया डस्टर? गिर गया? See, this is lead 1. This is lead 2. Lead AVF. This is lead 1 and this is lead AVF. Now you plot here. This is 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. बोलो. +1 minus 6 is equal to -5. Where to plot? Negative side here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now see this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -1 +5. Where to plot? नीचे. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now the line that intersect, this is a axis of a given ECG. अब ये कितना हो गया? ये 90 हो गया, तो ये 120 हो जाएगा. Okay. You got it? Now this is a given ECG, axis is 120. So this is right axis deviation, that was left axis deviation, and previously was normal axis. अगर ये एक्सिस ज़ीरो पे रहे, कुछ प्लस माइनस कुछ नहीं रहे। अगर ये एक्सिस ज़ीरो पे रहे, यानी फिर क्या आएगा, ये ज़ीरो है ना, प्लस टू माइनस टू ज़ीरो, सो द एक्सिस विल बी ज़ीरो, एक्सिस विल बी, अगर लीड वन भी ज़ीरो रहेगा तो भी एक्सिस ज़ीरो, लीड एवीएफ भी ज़ीरो रहेगा तो भी एक्सिस ज़ीरो। Now what is this? Now inspect P wave. P wave I told कि normal duration कितना है, that you have to inspect P wave. P wave should be normally 2.5 millimeter in width, 2.5 millimeter in height. You must see a P wave especially in lead V1. Lead V1 P wave. See the in lead V1 it is like upward as well as downward. This is considered as normal. If the P wave duration of the P wave or this downward slope is not more than 1 millimeter, then it is considered as normal. But if it is more than 1 millimeter, then it is downward slope is considered as abnormal. It indicates right atrial hypertrophy, left atrial enlargement. This ECG from patient with left atrial enlargement, it shows more than 1 millimeter. Okay. If it is peak, then it is right atrial. If it is more wide, then it is left atrial hypertrophy. Deviation, that will be in abnormality. Acha, she asked what is the significance. Left axis deviation usually occurs in left ventricular hypertrophy, and right axis deviation occurs in right ventricular hypertrophy. Left axis deviation occurs in left bundle branch block, and right axis deviation occurs in right bundle branch block. Okay, so we'll see in abnormalities that. So next is QRS complex. Normal QRS duration I told already. Normal QRS duration should be less than 0.12 second, equal to or less than 0.12 second. Okay, it should start from the beginning of the Q wave to the beginning of end of the S wave. So if it is wide, it indicates bundle branch block. If it is short, it indicates WPW syndrome. We'll see in abnormality. So this is what is given bundle branch block. Now we are here to deal with only normal, so we will not discuss today this. Assess ST segment and T wave. Assess Q wave. I said already Q wave normal should be less than 1/3 of the height of proceeding R wave, and duration should be less than 0.04 second. Okay, normally you can find this in lead 2-3 AVF, or usually it is seen in 3. But it should not cross its limit. कहीं पे भी रहे, it should not cross its limit. ST segment and T wave. Presence of a Q wave signifies acute myocardial infarction. अगर Q wave है abnormal तो it indicates acute MI, myocardial infarction. ST segment and T wave. Normally ST segment is isoelectric. See what happened in this. This ST segment, this is elevated, ऊपर गया, So this is a picture of acute myocardial infarction, ST segment, ST elevation myocardial infarction. So ST segment is elevated, and here you see ST segment is depressed in AVL. These are reciprocal changes that occurs along with ST segment elevation. So we'll got it. Normally ST segment is isoelectric. QT interval. QT interval I talked of. The normal QT interval should be less than 0.40 second or half of the RR interval. It indicates either hypocalcemia, hypokalemia, or myocardial infarction, acute myocarditis, etc. These are all normal values that I have already said. Normal heart rate is less than 60 is bradycardia, more than 100 is tachycardia. So again repeat here, P wave height should be less than 2.5 millimeter, width should be less than 0.10 second. Here it is mentioned a little wrong, 0.10 second or 2.5 millimeter. Now this is abnormality, right atrial hypertrophy, left atrial hypertrophy, P wave abnormalities are these. This is what normal PR interval should be less than, ये नहीं बोला था मैं, normal PR interval should be less than 0.20 second, 0.20 second. PR interval, that is begins from the P wave to the end, to the beginning of the Q wave. Normal QRS duration less than 0.12 second that I spoke, and normal QT interval is less than 0.40 seconds. Normal ST segment is depressed in IHD and elevated in myocardial infarction. Normal T waves, I told about it. Normal T waves abnormality occurs in hyperkalemia. If it is peak and big, then it is hyperkalemia. If it is flat, then it is hypokalemia. Here we finish, but before that I will